Good evening, Portage Central basketball fans, and welcome into the Portage Central Gymnasium. You're watching the Mustangs of Portage Central play host to the Mattawan Wildcats exclusively on the Portage Central YouTube channel presented by PCTV. I'm Drew Lawler alongside Cole Mason, and we'll be calling the action this evening. The Mustangs come into this game fresh off a hard-fought win against Mattawan on Tuesday night as they won by the score of 49-34. On the other side, the Wildcats are coming off a 57-21 rout win over the Mustangs' rival, Portage Northern, last Thursday night. Who will come out victorious in this SMAC showdown? We will find out when we tip it off after the national anthem and starting lineups.
Visitors from Mattawan High School Wildcats. In a moment, we'll start lineups, but at this time, please ask that you stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Front-line officials tonight: Rick Hibblebrink, Christopher Caldwell, and Decker Haynes. And now your starting lineups. First for our visitors from Mattawan, the Wildcats. Head coach Chad Conklin, assistant Julie Havers. Starting at guard, sophomore number 14, Delaney Ellsworth. Starting at forward, senior number 22, Peyton Wright. Starting at forward, senior number 30, Yasmin Peerbach. Starting at guard, sophomore number 32, Zaya Martin. And starting at center, number 54, senior Adelaide Douglas. And now the storylines for your Portage Central High School Mustangs. Head coach Rob Brown, assistant coach Brett Stevenson, Brogan Gamble, and manager Megan Baird. Starting at guard, number 3, sophomore Louis Wilkes. Starting at forward, sophomore number 10, Macy Searles. Starting at forward, senior number 14, downtown Haley Brown. Starting at center, senior number 22, Carly Boughton. And starting at guard, number 24, sophomore Riley Stevenson.
All right, your starters tonight, if you missed them, for the Mustangs: Louis Wilkes, Macy Searles, Haley Brown, Carly Boughton, and Riley Stevenson. Start for the white squad. And for Mattawan, Peyton Wright, Adelaide Douglas, Delaney Ellsworth, and a few others as we get into a fast start here. As there's a missed layup and the ball tipped out of bounds. and will stay with the Wildcats. Wright's got it over to Elsmore. Guarded by Louis Wilkes. Elsmore takes a deep three, and good. Delaney Elsmore with a deep three to start this one off, and the Wildcats get on the board first.
Showing confidence from range to start the game.
Mustangs bring it down the court, and a travel is called with that Wildcat pressure. And the Wildcats with the lead will get the ball back with 7:24 here in the first quarter. Right, taking it left, taking the deep two, leaves it short. And Riley Stevenson almost gets the rebound, and Mattawan's got it. It's Martin. And then she double dribbles with 7:09 here in the first quarter. .705 as the Mustangs try to break the press. Haley Brown throws it off of Elsmore.
Portage Central having some problems breaking this Mattawan press early, as it looks like Mattawan's going to drop out of it.
So Louis Wilkes brings it up in the half court. Brown looks to Boughton. Kick out to Wilkes, her three-pointer. No good, a nice rebound there by Boughton, who lays it in. Boughton puts the Mustangs on the board. It's now 3-2, the Wildcats lead. As we're a minute 30 down here in the first quarter. Douglas swings it to Elsmore. Elsmore, another three, leaves it short, and Louis Wilkes gets the rebound. Wilkes pass stolen by Peyton Wright, and Wright gets it to Martin. Martin makes a move in the paint, almost traveled, gets the ball back herself. Louis Wilkes, the Mustang on the floor, and it results in a jump ball. The ball will go to the Mustangs as they have possession. Pressure continues for the Wildcats as Stevenson breaks it and gives to Searles. Wilkes over to Stevenson. Her three-pointer leaves it short into the hands of Searles. And Searles gets fouled on the way up, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Searles a little long in her first free throw. And will get a chance to tie the game with her second. She gets it in, and it's 3-3 here with 5:53 here in this first quarter. Here's Peerby, pressured by Stevenson. And another three for Elsmore. Elsmore no good off the bank. And then Wildcats get their own rebound. Right. And here come the Mustangs. Riley Stevenson brings it up the court with 5:20 to play here in this first quarter. The game is tied at 3 points as Wilkes turns it over, and here comes Elsmore. Elsmore, the drive, the right-hand layup short, but a foul will be called against Louis Wilkes, and Delaney Elsmore will get a chance for two at the line. Elsmore's first is good. Elsmore hits both free throws and extends the lead to 2. It's 5-3 Wildcats. Delaney Elsmore, the first 5 points of the game for the Wildcats, as the Mustangs having a little trouble breaking this press, but they get it across to Boughton. Boughton looks inside and cannot convert the pass to Macy Searles. Ball is tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats, but the Mustangs will keep it with 5:01 here in the first quarter. Wilkes to trigger it in to the top of the key, and Searles. Wilkes makes the move, along 2, too short. Boughton tries to save it, does so, but throws it off and throws it out of bounds in front of the Wildcat bench. And the Wildcats are going to get the ball back. .440 here in the first quarter. The Wildcats have the ball up 2. It's a kick to the corner to Wright. Wright across the court to Elsmore. Elsmore, the hot hand, takes another deep shot and does not hit iron. It's an air ball, and the Mustangs will get the ball back. Wilkes cross-court pass to Stevenson. And back over to Wilkes. Wilkes down the left side. Kicks across court to Stevenson. Her three-pointer off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and it ends up in the hands of Pierby. And now loose ball on the Mustang logo. Brown dives for it. Looks like she tried to maybe call a timeout, but it's going to end up a jump ball. And the possession arrow is Mattawan's. So Mattawan will get the ball here on the near side. Under 4 here in the first quarter, halfway home in this period. Elsmore looks inside, a nice pass to Douglas. Can't convert on the turnaround. Here's Wilkes over to Stevenson. Mattawan in a 2-3 zone early, it looks like. Stevenson whips it around to Searles, and Searles hits the corner 3.
Both teams not afraid to shoot the ball early in this one.
6-5 Mustangs lead. As they've got it in the corner. Back inside the Douglas. Douglas kicks out. There's a long shot, no good. Wright can't hit it, and here comes Louis Wilkes with a 1-point lead. Wilkes is stripped away by Peyton Wright. It's a 2v1. Wright gets it to Martin, and Martin lays it in. Mustangs get it away. There's a cross-court pass to Stevenson, and Stevenson off the mark on the 3. And the Wildcats will get possession back with 2:25 in this first quarter.
Riley Stevenson is a player to watch in this one, coming off last game, scoring 29 points against Gull Lake.
Yeah, she had a heck of a game last game, especially in that second half. Mustangs trail at halftime, and they're able to win that one by 15 points as the Wildcats turn it over in front of the Mustang bench. Pressure continues for the Wildcats as Searles has it in the front court. And now Wilkes will set up the offense against this 2-3 zone. Stevenson, a risky pass across the court, but gets it to Haley Brown. Stevenson taking it herself, the lay-in no good. And Douglas with a rebound, and Douglas will draw a foul down low. That's going to go against Carly Boughton, who tried to take the ball from Douglas. Fight for the ball in the paint. Stevenson comes up with it and throws a bullet to Boughton. Wilkes takes it across the court with 1:20 here in the first quarter. The Wildcats lead 7-6. As Boughton, the short two-pointer is good. Boughton's got half the points for the Mustangs tonight with two-point field goals as a three goes up off the heel for Amy Harmon. As Lauren King will check into the ball game for Haley Brown. King's got it over to Stevenson. Now Boughton, a 2-on-1. Gives it up, and the lay-in is good for Macy Searles. Searles the 6 points tonight in this first quarter. So strong start for her and Carly Boughton, who's each are splitting the 10 points for the Stangs, as that shot is no good by Elsmore. And Lauren King brings it up the court. We're here with 28 seconds to play, and it is most likely that the Mustangs will hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Stevenson, the drive, gets fouled on her way up, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Mattawan foul number 22, Peyton White, first personal, second team foul. Riley Stevenson at the line shooting 2.
Stevenson nails her first free throw and gets on the board for the first time tonight. As Lambrix checks into the ball game for the Mustangs, the sophomore forward. Stevenson's second free throw is good, which extends the Mustang lead to 5. 15 seconds here in the first quarter, as Elsmore and the Wildcats will hold for one of the final shots before the end of the period. 5 seconds as Elsmore, looking for something, going to hoist a deep one from the volleyball line. And the horn sounds with zeros in the clock as Delaney Elsmore tried to hit a deep shot, could not go down, and that will end the first quarter. At the end of one, the Mustangs lead 12-7. We'll be back in a few. Back on for the second quarter here at Portage Central. The Mustangs with the ball, leading by 5.
Portage Central developing some offensive flow to end the quarter. Hope to continue into the second.
Hinckley a 3. No good. Stevenson couldn't get the rebound, but her teammate Lambrix does. And Stevenson will bring it up herself. Mustangs looking to extend this 5-point lead. As Wilkes is going to drive with the left hand, almost turns it over. But Lauren King in the corner able to keep it alive. King going to shoot a 3. High arcing 3 goes down for Lauren King. Looking inside and cannot get it to the Douglas. And with 6:57 to play, they'll keep the ball on this side of the court. The Wildcats will keep the ball as Martin checks in for the Wildcats. Elsmore looking to throw the ball in, gets it to Martin. Martin from the free throw line. Can't get it to go, but a nice rebound there by Douglas, who gets her first points of the game.
Douglas going to be a problem on the boards tonight.
15-9, the Mustangs still lead by 6. As they get it across half court, it's Stevenson. Wilkes, a deep 3. Almost hit it. Boughton with the rebound. Boughton spins towards baseline and turns it over. And here come the Wildcats. Hinckley, one-on-one, throws it up with the left hand. No good, but a foul is called against Louie Wilkes, who was guarding Alyssa Hinckley one-on-one. That's going to be Louie Wilkes' second foul of the game, which, Cole, shouldn't be too big of a problem here in the second quarter.
No, I wouldn't worry about 2 fouls yet. Maybe once she gets to 3. But at 2, I think she's still flying good.
Fair point as Hinckley hits her first free throw.
Coach Brown is going to make the decision to pull out of the game, however.
Hinckley's second is good, and the deficit for the Wildcats is now down to 4. 6:20 to play as the Mustangs get it past half court. Stevenson's got it here on the near side. And now King will orchestrate the offense up top. Cross-course pass stolen away by Elsmore. Elsmore lays it up with the left hand, too strong. And Haley Brown is going to cross half court and draw the foul call against Mattawan's Delaney Elsmore. Check that the foul was on Za Martin. That's her first foul. Stevenson gives it to Steele. Steele puts up a 3, too strong, and out of bounds. The Wildcats, in front of their own bench, will pass it in with a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game. Martin's got it on the right wing.
Mattawan looking to get it down low.
They did, but it was tipped away by the Mustangs. Martin got the rebound, or got the loose ball, could not convert and finish there. And Stevenson will take the ball back. Stevenson, the floater from the free throw line area, and she hits the floater. Riley Stevenson's got 4 points and extends the Mustang lead to 6. And now that pass is stolen away by Ella Steele. Steele brings it down the court. Behind the back. And Stevenson on the logo. Steele whips around to Boughton. Boughton drives baseline. A nice little Euro move. And she gets fouled on the way up. And she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Great move to get to the foul line by Boughton.
And that's going to be Douglas's second personal foul in this game. So, again, not the end of the world, but she's a big player for that team. And
I would say as a forward that you'd definitely be a little bit more concerned.
Botwin hits her first free throw. As Peyton Wright's going to check in here for the Mattawan Wildcats. Bowden's second. Off the heel and bounces in. The Mustangs now lead by 8. 19-11, 4:30 to play here in the first half. Wildcats looking for some offense. Elsmore threatening to shoot a long one again. Here's Pierby to the corner, a three by Hinckley, no good. And the rebound is made by Haley Brown. Halfway through the second quarter. It's the Mustangs looking to go up by double digits on this possession. Steele drives to the left and try to dump it off to Lindsay Lambricks, but she was out of bounds on the baseline. So the Wildcats will get the ball back. A look inside, a nice pass there, and a nice finish by Douglas. Looked like Douglas was double teamed down low, but still able to fit the pass in, and the lay-in was perfect by Douglas. Steele gonna pass it in front of the student section with 3:30 to play in this quarter.
Mattawan sticking to that press almost the first half, even though Portage Central looks like they're breaking it with ease as of now.
The three by Searles in front of the Mattawan bench, no good. And here comes Elsmore at the head of steam, kick out to Wright. Wright takes a few dribbles, can't finish. And Haley Brown gets the rebound, and Riley Stevenson will walk it up with 3 to play. Bowden threatens to shoot from the corner. Instead, her pass is tipped out of bounds by Alyssa Hinckley. And the Mustangs will pass it in and reset their offense with just under 3 to play here in this first half. Nice hands there again by Hinckley as Stevenson tried to get it to Steele. But once again, it's Steele who will pass it in for the Mustangs. Wildcats sticking with this 2-3 zone as Stevenson drives and floats with the left hand, no good.
2-3 zone does seem to be working for them in the half court. A lot of missed shots from Portage Central.
Pierby couldn't finish at the rim. And Coach Conklin over on the Mattawan sideline wanted a foul, did not get it, but they will get the ball back here as the Mustangs turn it over. So Elsmore crosses the timeline with 2:15 in this first half as Elsmore going to hoist from the top of the key again, and once again with an air ball. Elsmore, who shot a lot of deep shots and has made a few. He made a deep three and a couple free throws. Cannot convert there as Brown now going to shoot a three, in and out. And now Hinckley going to go down the floor. Hinckley kicks it out to Elsmore. Her second try is good. Elsmore with her second three of this game and cuts the deficit to 3. It is now 19-16 Mustangs with the lead. And there's another Mustang turnover. Pass up the court to Hinckley. Wildcats trying to tie the game here as Wright shoots a 3 off the mark to the right side of the rim, and Brown will take it down the court. Brown, contact, no foul called.
I think that was the right call there. I like the no call.
Ball in the hands of Elsmore with 1 minute to play here in the first half. what's been a pretty close and exciting game, as Wright is off the mark, and Stevenson will bring it up the floor. Stevenson gonna dribble on the logo with 40 seconds to play. Looks like the Mustangs in no rush to get a basket, and they'll go to halftime trying to take the last shot, which would keep the lead with them, as Steele shoots a three, and Ellis Steele hits a three from the wing.
Unexpected early shot there for the Mustangs.
Steele shoots it anyway and extends the lead to 6. And with 15 seconds to play, the Wildcats looking for some halftime momentum. Hinckley the drive. Over to Pierby, down low to Douglas. Douglas can't get it to go. 3 seconds, says Stevenson. Gets fouled.
Mustang's going to have an opportunity to set up a play here.
Yeah, Stevenson gets fouled about 40, 50 feet away from the basket. And now they should be able to get a shot off, deep shot, but Ellis Steele should be able to pass the ball in for a shot here, as there's 1.7 to play in this first half. Steele gives to Stevenson, her three over the backboard, and that will do it for the first half here from Portage Central. After 16 minutes, the Mustangs lead 22-16 over the Mattawan Wildcats. And will they keep this lead, or will the Wildcats come back? We'll find out after halftime. You're watching Portage Central basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel. Welcome back to this exclusive presentation of Portage Central basketball on the Portage Central YouTube channel. Currently, the Mustangs lead 26-16 over the Wildcats from Mattawan. As Mattawan will start with it in this second half, and it will be Pierby to throw it in to Elsmore. Pierby over on the left side.
See how much game plans have changed at halftime.
Rough pass there and into the hands of Louis Wilkes. It's the Wildcats who need some points. They're trailed by 6. Turn it over on their first possession of this second half. Bowen almost shot, drives instead and gets stuffed by Douglas. And now a travel is called against Pierby as she was trying to get down the court fast, and now the Mustangs will throw it in from under their own basket. It will be Louis Wilkes to trigger it with 7:27 in this third quarter. Quick pass to Brown. Her corner three is good. Haley Brown with a three from the corner.
Great start to the half for the Mustangs.
That's Brown's first bucket of the game, and it comes in the form of 3 points. As another three goes up for Martin, no good. Almost rebounded by Stevenson. Back to Martin, her lay-in too strong. But the rebound is by Pierby. And now it's down low to Douglas. Douglas can't finish at the rim, and Bowen got the rebound up to Stevenson. Stevenson gonna kick out to Brown, over to Wilkes. Searles over to Boughton. Stevenson driving, throwing it up, gets fouled on her laying an attempt by Douglas. And that's going to be Douglas's third foul of this game. So borderline foul trouble there, Cole. Do you leave her in this game with about 14 minutes to play?
Early in the second half, I don't know. I don't think you can risk it.
You think it should come out?
I think so, but I'm not the coach. I will say great job by Stevenson driving right at the forward, drawing the foul, trying to get her into foul trouble.
Yeah, Stevenson being physical on the drive, and she hits both for free throws as she did last time, so she's made 4 free throws. She's got a total of 6 points with those 4 free throws and a bucket down low. There's Pierby to the corner. Martin's three off the mark. Hinckley, or check that, Searles with the rebound, and jump ball is called. But Mattawan has possession, so they'll get the ball with 6:21 of the third.
Thought we were going to get an over the back call there for a second instead of jump ball.
Boughton looking inside, gets it to Brown in the corner instead. Now Searles from the free throw line, the floater, no good. And Douglas with the rebound. Quick pass to Pierby. Pierby too strong. Martin's got it. Kicks it out with the bounce pass to Elsmore. Elsmore's floater from the baseline is good.
Offensive boards proving to be important for Mattawan to start the half.
Laney Elsmore gets the double digits. She has 10, and she cuts the deficit to 9. The Mustangs lead 27-18 with 5:45 in this quarter. We'll be back in a few. Louis Wilkes brings it up the floor after the Mattawan timeout. Boughton drives to the free throw line, looks inside to Wilkes, makes a nice bounce pass, and the finish is there for Louis Wilkes.
Great look down low for the assist.
29-18, the Mustangs lead by double digits. Here's another deep three for Elsmore. Elsmore off the heel, and Wilkes with the rebound. King's got it at the top of the key. Boughton swings it to the corner, and Searles can't hit the bucket. Ball on the ground. Searles gets the rebound. Now Wilkes shoots a three. Wilkes hits the three.
Hustle play right there by the Mustangs, keeping that play alive.
Louis Wilkes with 5 points with 2 consecutive possessions, scoring the basketball, and now the Mustangs have their largest lead of the game at 14. Three at the top of the key for Pierby, no good. The rebound is there for Searles. Searles in the near corner, gives it to Boughton. Boughton from the free throw line, banks it in. Carly Boughton with 8 points in this game.
Mustangs going on a good little run here, extending their lead.
Douglas had it inside. Now it's in the corner. Pierby gives to Elsmore. Elsmore, another three, way short. The save is attempted by Martin, but she hits the wall, and it will go to the Mustangs with 3:48 in the third. Wilkes guarded by Elsmore, as now Searles has it, who's guarded by Pierby. Stevenson with the drive, being physical as she drives, tries to get the bucket, but couldn't even get a real shot off as she is fouled by the Wildcats, and a foul is called against Martin, which is her second foul, and it comes with 3:32 here in the third quarter. Stevenson hits her first, and she'll get one more at the line. Stevenson's second is good, and I believe Stevenson's 6 for 6 from the line tonight as she extends the lead to 18.
Not the player you want to be putting on the free throw line if you're Mattawan.
The Mustangs outscoring Mattawan 14-2 in this quarter as a three goes up by Douglas, too strong. And the Mustangs turn it over, or it's out of bounds. They keep the ball. It was tipped out by the Wildcats. Stevenson with a head of steam. Guarded by Martin at the top. Boughton all by herself. Looks inside to Stevenson. Not on the same page, but got it there anyway. And then Stevenson turns it over to Elsmore as Elsmore gets fouled by Carly Boughton for her second foul of the game.
Just a little too aggressive trying to get the ball back there. Like the hustle, though.
(36-38). Mustangs lead as they try to get to the 20s as Elsmore can't hit from deep.
Double screen drawn up right there for Elsmore, looking to get her a shot. Couldn't convert.
Searles three from the corner off the heel. And Wilkes flying high and getting the rebound. Boughton saves the pass from going out of bounds, and now Searles has it. Wilkes to the corner. Lauren King for three. Lauren King hits the corner three for her second three of the night. The Mustangs extend their lead to 21 points as Coach Conklin on the Mattawan sideline uses his second time out of the game to discuss some ways to prevent this Mustang offense to keep scoring.
All momentum with the Mustangs right now.
It's 39-18. The Mustangs lead by 21. We'll be back in a minute. Elsmore brings it up with 2 minutes here in the third quarter to try to cut the deficit as she can't finish the lay-in. And it's Wilkes with the basketball. It's a hard pass over to Searle. She's able to corral it. And makes the pass to Lauren King, but before she could do so, Coach Rob Brown on the Mustang bench uses his first timeout of this game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Macy Searles passed in after the Mustangs timeout. The Mustangs lead by 21 with 1:30 left in this third quarter, just trying to extend the lead. Stevenson's got it, guarded by Martin, and a foul is called against Martin. A touch foul as Stevenson tries to drive.
A lot of pressure on the Mattawan half-court defense right now.
Yeah, it's hard to score 21 points on its own, but doing that without really giving up a basket, kind of tough. But they're going to need some turnovers, and they're going to need them quickly as Wilkes, step-back jumper, no good. And Martin will bring it down the court now in the hands of Elsmore. There's a drive, and it cannot finish is Pierby. And Stevenson crosses the timeline with under a minute to play. There's a corner jumper by Macy Searles, and she hits it, and she's got 8 points in this game.
Great job running the court there by the Mustangs, wasting no time, getting a quick shot.
41-18, 40 seconds to play. As Elsmore with the drive off the glass, no good. Rebound by Douglas, can't get it to go, but a foul is called. So Douglas will go to the line to shoot 2 as the foul goes against Louie Wilkes. That's her third foul. The Mustangs, or the Wildcats, who have scored 2 points so far in this third quarter, will try to get a few more as Douglas hits her first free throw. And the second is good for Douglas as well. So in this quarter, Mattawan has 2 free throws by Douglas and a 2-point field goal by Elsmore. Other than that, the Mustangs have held them scoreless.
That's what I call a good defensive quarter right there.
Steele shoots from the corner in front of her bench. Can't get it to go. Ball on the floor, body on the floor. As the ball is off of the Mustangs. And the blue team, with 12.7 seconds to play in this third quarter, will be able to get the last shot of the period. Elsmore on the logo with 3 seconds, hoists a deep one, leaves it short. Stevenson with the rebound. And that is going to do it for the third quarter here at Portage Central. The Mustangs extend their lead. They lead 41-20 against the Wildcats as we have 8 more minutes to play. We've played 24 minutes, which means we have 8 more to play here from Portage Central, as the Mustangs have doubled the score of the Wildcats, plus a free throw, so 41-20.
Mustangs not playing like it, though. Still keeping all the intensity like it's a tie ball game.
Elsmore's floater too strong, but a foul will be called on that floater. A late whistle there. But the foul is called against Haley Brown, which is only her first foul of the game. And Elsmore hits her first. Elsmore's second is good, and that cuts the deficit to 19 points. Elsmore has 12 points of the Wildcats' 22.
Mattawan back into that press that worked so well for them in the first half.
Yeah, it was a close game early on. Seemed like they laid off the press a little bit, and that helped the Mustangs as they forced a turnover. Here's Hinckley, the pass to Martin, and Martin lays it in. Coach Rob Brown, not a huge fan of what he was seeing there, and he uses his second timeout with 7:17 left in this game. 41-24, the Mustangs lead the Wildcats. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stevenson breaks the press by herself with 7:06 here in this fourth quarter. as a foul is called against the Wildcats up top. I believe it will go against Delaney Elsmore, the leading scorer for the Wildcats. It's only her first foul as well.
Just a little bit too much body there. A little bit more movement in the feet.
Pass is tipped out of bounds underneath the basket as 1 second ticks off the clock. Louis Wilkes will inbound the basketball. Gets it to Stevenson. A quick three, no good, but right in the hands of Boughton, who lays it up and in.
I'd call that one an assist.
Yeah, I'll count that as an assist for Stevenson as well, as Boughton is able to reach double-digit scoring tonight, and a foul is called on the drive by Elsmore.
That's going to be Wilkes' fourth.
Whistle on the play, and that's going to be a travel against Peyton Wright. And Haley Brown will inbound it with 6 minutes and change. Boughton tried to get it to Brown. Looked like it was going to the bench. Stevenson saves it instead, and now Brown trying to save it from going out of bounds and turns it over. Here's a step back three by Elsmore. Elsmore off the heel. And Stevenson will walk it up the court. Brown's the guy at the top of the key. Boughton looking inside, driving herself. The floater right just inside the free throw line. Can't hit it, gets her own rebound. Can hit the lay-in.
Great second chance shot there from Boughton.
Boughton's got 12 as the three from Martin goes in and out of the rim. And Stevenson slings it to Steele up the court, and a travel is called against Ella Steele. So Adelaide Douglas checks back into the ball game. Second highest leading scorer for the Mattawan Wildcats with 6 points in this one. Again, Delaney Elsmore leading all scorers in this game with 12. As Elsmore gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for two.
A lot of white jerseys in the paint right there. Looks like she shot it through about 3 Portage Central defenders.
And there's Adelaide Douglas who hits her first. Douglas hits both free throws. She's got two pairs of free throws in this half. So she's got 8 points as a turnover there for Elsmore with an easy lay-in for two. Elsmore's got 14 points here as the Mustangs break the press.
Press is really working to speed up Portage Central here.
Searles had a lay-in attempt, couldn't make it, but Ella Steele gets the rebound and she floats it in for two. Here's a drive off balance for Elsmore. Can't finish it as she drove in the area of three Mustangs. And now Stevenson will orchestrate the offense once again with 4:33. Martin brings up the court after the turnover, and Peerby gets hacked as she tries to lay it in. and it'll be Yasmin Peerby going to the line for 2. As Coach Rob Brown uses his 3rd timeout of this game. 47-28, the Mustangs lead by 19 as the Mustangs use a minute timeout. So we will be back in a minute. Peerby's first free throw is good after that Mattawan timeout. That was not a Portage Central timeout. That was a Mattawan timeout, so that is their 3rd of the game. They have 2 remaining timeouts as Peerby's 2nd free throw, the high archer, is good.
Free throw shooting's been excellent for Mattawan so far in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they made 8 free throws here in the 2nd half. That's where most of their points are coming from. As Brown gives to Boughton, looking to shoot it. Now Steele's got it. Double comes, and the turnover into the hands of Elsmore. Elsmore brings it across the court with 4 minutes to play in this one as the corner 3 is off the mark, and Searles gets the board. There is a deep 2 by Macy Searles. Can't hit it. Rebound into the hands of Brown. Boughton, the pump fake, the drive, the right hand, no good, too strong. And Douglas with the rebound. Down low to Douglas. Douglas off the glass and in. Adelaide Douglas in double digits with 10 points. There's a long 2 by Macy Searles. Can't hit. Rebound. Was on the floor for a little bit. Mustangs have it. Now Boughton. Inside to steal as a travel is called. I think against Boughton. There was a little bit of a late whistle there. I think Boughton was just trying to think of either should I shoot it, should I drive, or should I burn some clock? And I think she did all 3 and got the travel call on her, Cole.
Happens to the best of us.
(47-32). 2:53 in this one. Here's Peerby. Floats it up and almost out of bounds, but instead it's intercepted by Boughton. And Boughton gets fouled on the floor before she could either an attempted shot.
A little bit of a miscommunication, foul be on the floor.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the floor, and then everyone lined up for free throws, but glad we could clear that up, which might benefit the Mustangs, Cole. They have some time to run some more clock and pretty much put this game out of reach.
Yeah, Yes, practice running some more sets while they're at it as well.
That could never hurt for a basketball team as Stevenson has it on the near side. Coach Brown thinking his offense looked a little shaky there. He had 3 timeouts to burn, and he uses one of them here with 2:23 left in this one, with the Mustangs leading by a score of 47-32. We'll be back after the timeout in a minute. .220 to play as Wilkes turns it over. There goes Martin down the court. The wide open layup is good for Martin.
Martin racking up the steals this quarter.
And the Wildcats had a rough third quarter, but they're leading the Mustangs here in the fourth, outscoring the Mustangs by 8 points. Brown in the corner as the Mustangs lead by 13. As the ball goes out of bounds, the Mustangs will keep it with 1:46 to play. The driver Stevenson with a minute 40 goes in. A nice finish there by Riley Stevenson. .120 to play here as the leading scorer of the game, Elsmore, has it. Another logo shot for Elsmore. No good, right side. Boughton's got it with a minute 06.
Gonna slow it down here, chew some clock.
Wilkes driving, turns it over. Pass up to Pierby. Pierby leaves it way short. And the putback also no good, too strong, and the rebound's going to go against the Wildcats. Like an over the back call, and with 45 seconds, the Mustangs will have the ball up by 15. And sport of basketball is a pretty crazy sport, Cole, but I think this may just do it for the Wildcats here.
I think you're right about that one, Drew, but never know. Got to see these 45 seconds out.
With the win here, the Mustangs will go to 4-1 on the season, and with the loss, Mattawan will fall to 2-2. As the Wildcats are fouling. Elsmore fouls Riley Stevenson. And the Mustangs are in the bonus. So Stevenson will go to the line to shoot a 1-1. Stevenson's first free throw is good, and she'll get a chance at another one. Stevenson second on the way and rattles home. 36 seconds remain. As a corner three goes up by Hinckley off the top of the backboard. And the Wildcats still following here. Seems like it may be out of hand already, but they're going to play to the final whistle, it looks like. Wilkes' first two strong. And the Wildcats trying to score again. Here's Proby. Goes to the ground. Wilkes has it with 16 seconds. And it looks like this may just do it.
Looks like we're going to have an injured Turby coming out of the game.
Yeah, Pureby went down hard on the other end of the court. She'll check out, and it looks like the Mustangs will just have to throw it in, and that should do it. Stevenson crosses half court with 10 seconds on the clock. No fouls here. Stevenson with 3. And the horn sounds after the Mustangs score 51 points and beat the Mattawan Wildcats by a score of 51-34.
Great game from your Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, a great game for the Mustangs tonight. Riley Stevenson and Carly Boughton both with 12 points, so very strong games by then. On the other side, Ellsmore hit 14 points, Douglas with 10. But I would say a pretty good game here early on, Cole. In the first quarter, maybe a little bit more than that. And then from that point on, the Mustangs, especially early in the third quarter, just kind of took over and really left Mattawan with no chance.
Yes, really started to see that change in the third quarter. Out of halftime, Portage Central brought the energy that Mattawan lacked.
Riley Stevenson was just announced over the PA. She has hit 18 free throws in a row, which may be I think he said record of some sort, but 18 free throws in a row, pretty dang impressive for Stevenson. And that will do it for us here at Portage Central. The Mustangs win it 51-34 here at Portage Central. We thank you so much for joining us and on this game and the other ones we've had so far this year, as our next PCTV telecast won't come till the Tuesday after the students' break, which is January 4th, as the girls will play host to Harper Creek. And of course, we will bring that to you on PCTV. But until then, for Cole Mason and our entire fantastic PCTV crew, I'm Drew Lawler saying so long and happy holidays.